The new stuff, the MacBook Pro 14-inch. This is the one that has the M1 Pro chip, and it's the base model, which has an 8-core CPU, 14-core GPU, 16 gigabytes of RAM, and a 512 SSD. And this thing is good. It's definitely a new design, and it's bigger than the last MacBook Pros. Unfortunately, I can't give you a comparison because I don't have the older one. And in this video, I'm gonna share some of the new features that you can expect to see on the new MacBook Pro 14-inch. The first thing is the notch, and you might already have seen it from different images and maybe from the keynote itself. I actually like it. I don't have an issue with it. This is something that a lot of people have had mixed feelings about, even on the iPhones. If anything, I like it, and I think it's a really good trade-off for the thinner bezels. One thing that's just interesting is that the mouse cursor just disappears behind that notch. Maybe that's something they'll fix in the future updates. It's not really bugging me, but it's just something that's interesting. The screen is twice as bright as the previous model, which had the first gen M1 chip, and it goes up to 1000 nits and it can peak at 1600 nits. So you can expect this to be really good even if you're working outdoors and there's a lot of sun and it's bright. You'll still be able to see the screen very well. The display is also a ProMotion display, so it means that you have variable refresh rates, which translates to better battery life. I haven't been using a laptop for a while now, and I've been using a PC, so I'm not really sure what good battery life is, but I have to say the battery on this thing was really good because I had more than 8 hours of screen time whilst I was using Premiere Pro, After Effects, Photoshop, Illustrator, just a couple of different apps over the course of 2 days without charging it. And from 100%, I had 38% left. I think that was really good, judging from the previous MacBooks that I've used before. I've always loved the MacBook keyboards, and I think this is probably a personal one. This one doesn't come with a touch bar, but it does come with a Touch ID. And I think a lot of people really didn't need the touch bar. That's arguable. Of course, you might have already heard they brought back the full-sized HDMI port, and you have an SD card reader slot there, and you have 3 USB Type-C ports, 2 on the left side and 1 on the right side, and you also have a headphone jack. It's not groundbreaking, but I don't understand why they took it away to begin with. It's good to have that back on the MacBook Pros. I'm a video editor and workflow is so important to me. I would really appreciate if I don't have to carry extra cables and extra dongles just to connect something. It's good to have those ports on the laptop body itself. They've also brought back MagSafe, which is a really good thing because if someone trips on your charging cable, you can save your hard-earned computer and it won't fall, especially if it's on a surface that doesn't have good grip. The speakers are loud. I'm not so sure if they are louder than the previous model. Speakers on all the Apple devices are always amazing. On the MacBook, on the iPad, on the iMacs. I don't think doing a test on the video would be doing any justice to how good they really are. Overall, I mean, this computer is just well built. If you're holding it, you just feel like you're holding something that was made with some premium touch, and you've got the MacBook Pro logo engraved at the back there, and then you've got 4 of these so that it just lifts off the ground just a bit. I suppose that helps with cooling, and you've got some vents here at the back, and I'm pretty sure those are for cooling as well. It's not too heavy, but it's not light as well. You can only imagine what the 16-inch is like. It's probably too heavy for me, so I'll definitely go for a 14-inch. I've been using it for the past couple of days, editing videos, browsing the web, watching videos. I haven't experienced any problems, and for my personal workflow, it's been really good. If you have any questions, if you have anything you want to know, please let me know down in the comments below. And if you really like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and if you haven't subscribed, please do consider. Apart from that, until next time.